There's so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Today's students on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time when you will always look back at and say, you know what? Those were incredibly special years. Never experienced before I arrived and never replicated after you leave college.
continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. 161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Braden Packard. I am your play-by-play director. Alongside me is my director, Josiah Durrell. On color commentary, we have the women's rugby coach, Mike Bowen.
Great to be here, Braden.
And on camera, we have Candy Shute.
All right, good kickoff. Nice bit of pressure coming from Arkansas State. Oof, the Bulldogs exit cleanly, but doesn't quite find touch.
Red Wolves kick it off to the Bulldogs, but the Bulldogs kick it back.
Ooh, nice little bit of kick tennis. You gotta love that as a forward.
Great tackle by the Red Wolves. As a ruck formation is set up by the Bulldogs.
Oh, the first of many hard runs we're going to see out of Petelo Vatouve today.
As we get a sky-high kick.
Ooh.
Let's see what the call is.
Oh, and a knock on by Arkansas State. It'll be a Bulldog scrum. Excellent field position here. Let's see what the lads can do with it. Gotta love that pressure in the scrum.
You really do. It's really important for the forwards to get in position, make sure that they're locked in, making sure that they're ready.
Yep, most scrums are won and lost before the engage even happens.
Bulldogs have recovered, but they kick it.
Ooh, touched by A-State. Excellent chase by the Dogs.
Now it's important to be not offsides during a scrum.
Oh, if the Bulldogs taking it. No, but applying some excellent pressure at the breakdown.
Another sky-high kick.
Ooh, short box kick, but the Dogs let it hit the floor. Oh, but now a little chip through by Petelo. Oh, and the Dogs are in an excellent position right now. From the side is the call, so the Bulldogs will have to retreat 10 yards back.
Really nice day out here in Adrian, Michigan. Not a cloud in sight. But it's really important to stay hydrated, make sure that you stretch before the game, make sure that nobody gets hurt during.
No, it's a nice rough sport, so you got to do what you can to minimize the chance of injury, really the entire week leading up to the game. All right. We'll have an Arkansas State line out just past the 50. Excellent throw and lift by the Red Wolves. Oof, and a hard charging line by the centers.
Great hand-eye coordination by the Red Wolves. You got to make sure that the ball is not a knock-on, make sure that the ball's not moving forward, so that he turned around to make sure they can still pitch it backwards to his teammates.
Oh, well done by the Bulldogs. Nice poach at the point of contact. You see how quick the Dogs are to get to those breakdowns, to get low and get their hands on ball. They're going to be looking to steal a lot of possession that way today.
Indeed, everyone is coordinated, making sure that everyone is ready to make the play. As this will be the second line out of the game.
Yep, first of the Dogs. Let's see how freshman Luke Collinsworth's throw is. It's right on point. Junior Silo, the sophomore from Fiji, taking a hard charge in the midfield. Nice up and under, good chase.
Phenomenal play by the Bulldogs to get the ball free as they get a ruck formation set up. Let's see what the call is.
Number 4 for the Red Wolves, offsides. Be a good opportunity here for the Bulldogs to put some points on the board from a penalty kick. Very similar to a field goal in American football.
I believe this is worth 3 points.
That is correct, Braden. Excellent. Yep. Pending the success of this kick, we could see the first lead change of the game. It'll be important for the Bulldogs to get points on the board at every opportunity. Arkansas State is historically one of the best programs in the country. Actually, until recently, coached by the Adrian Bulldogs men's coach's brother. So you got to love those little rivalries that pop up in rugby. Just pushed left. So we'll resume with a 22-meter dropout. Very similar to a kickoff, except it happens in a different part of the field.
Everybody getting in position, making sure that they're not offsides.
Oof. Good deep restart. Almost fumbled by the Dogs. Oh, but our fullback. Oh, excellent kick by our fullback, number 15. We call him Chino from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Had a really nice bounce in that kick.
It did, yeah. Excellent, excellent positioning. Ooh. The Red Wolves have gone quick off the line now. The referee has judged that to be a legal maneuver. But nice quick hands by the Dogs. Get us back in field. Ball in the hands of one of our danger men. Junior Silo from Fiji puts an excellent ball through.
As they get the ruck formation set up. It's really interesting to see that different ruck formation set up. Sometimes you'll see them straight. Sometimes you'll see them line on each side.
Yeah, this is a rather high impact game, and so sometimes you like the rucks to look nice and clean, but more often than not, you'll have a body or 3 flying around, and so at a certain point, you just got to get low and put a shoulder into something. We're going to play now knock-on advantage to the Red Wolves after a good box kick to exit their 22. Oh, and the Red Wolves look to spread it wide.
It'll lead to great tackling by the Bulldogs as another ruck formation gets set up.
All right, Dogs have done very well to counter that bit of quick ball. You can get in a lot of danger off broken plays like that. But the Dogs have done very well to reset their lines and to stop this Red Wolf attack. And another knock on. So the referee had played advantage over, and now we are going to have a scrum to the Bulldogs.
With almost 10 minutes played in the first half, we're both teams looking for the first try.
Playing a bit of field positioning throughout, but the Dogs have been on top of that battle so far, and now they're rewarded with a scrum deep in enemy territory. So let's see what they've got to offer. Oh. Pulled down by the Red Wolves prop. So penalty for dangerous play. Right, and we've elected once again to go for a penalty kick. So we're looking for our first points of the game here in the 11th minute.
Again, it's really nice to see that everybody's getting hydrated. Really nice to see that everybody's getting locked in. This will be the second penalty kick of the game.
Yep, and this will be Quinn Murray, product of Detroit Central Catholic, a long-established high school rugby program here, which has many alumni on the Bulldogs team.
As it just barely misses.
Just pushed a little bit to the left again, so once again, we've got a 22-meter dropout to restart play. Oh.
As the Bulldogs can't field it cleanly. Let's see what the call is.
Yeah, it looks like the Red Wolves, I think, should probably start going to the high ball a bit more. You know, put our back three under pressure and see what they can come away with.
I believe this will end up being a scrum.
Indeed it will. And we've got the referee just giving a bit of clarification to the Red Wolves prop, who was penalized earlier. Yeah, it's definitely a very complicated game. But it's always good to have a referee willing to share their views of the laws with the players.
Red Wolves recover. Ooh.
Excellent defense by the Dogs midfield. Right, something that's been a hallmark of this team since its inception is just the physicality of our back line and our loose forwards. You know, it's you always got to be careful running in the middle of the field against the Bulldogs rugby team.
Oh yeah, everybody comes in with that high velocity, making sure that they're making sure that they come in on a shoulder first, making sure that nobody gets too hurt.
You know, these things happen in a nice physical game, but safety very important. And always, you know, getting a shoulder onto a body and trying to get an attempt to wrap in the tackle, which makes it unlike American football.
Ooh. Nice pump fake, but they ended up kicking it.
Ooh. Right. And just put a little bit into touch here by number 14, Tajay Miles.
What a smart decision, just to make sure that this will probably end up being a line out.
Should be a line out to the Red Wolves, yep. Oh, good pressure by the Dogs. Ooh, but a half gap leads to a line break for Arkansas State. Oh, they're playing some footy now. Nice open playing. This is where the good teams are at their most dangerous, is this broken play. Let's see if the Bulldogs can chase back and recover.
Everybody, I like to see everybody just being antsy, everybody looking forward to making a play, everybody ready.
Yep. Oh, good inside ball. Oh, but a little bit of unintentional offsides. Oh, obstruction the call, in fact. All right, well, awesome effort by the Bulldogs to chase back and to get their defense set. Coach Mizell must be happy with the efforts thus far. Excuse me. You know, the lads have not always been cracking on at 100%, but just the mental toughness it takes to get back after broken plays like that, and to come up with a stop and a good penalty to prevent the Arkansas State from putting any points on the board. It speaks well to the efforts that the Dogs have put in so far this year.
It does. It takes a lot for your teammates to be communicating. It takes a lot for.
Just a bit overthrown, but Bulldogs come away with it. Now that's an unfortunate call. It looks to be a signal of a no-wrap tackle against the Bulldogs, but the referee has missed the knock-on. As a ref myself, I know it's difficult to see everything when you're out there solo, but our referee's done an excellent job managing this game so far. All right, dangerous situation coming up for the Bulldogs. These lineouts within 10 yards of your own try line, which is what we call, the end zone, the goal line in rugby. Very difficult to stop. So we should expect to see a maul coming off of this lineout. Right. New Bulldogs coach Chris Hathaway is quite the expert in the mauls and the lineouts. So let's see what his defensive coaching has been able to put into place for the Dogs. Ooh, good initial shove, but the rolling maul goes forward and leads to an Arkansas State try. The setup was there from the Bulldog defense.
Let's get a replay on that.
Yep. If you see, half of the maul is peeled away to the side, and the Bulldogs not quite having enough players on that right side of the maul to recover.
That will be the first try of the game, meaning this is 0-5. Let's see if they can get the conversion kick.
Now we just see, the players having a chat in the try zone. It's always good to take a breath after getting scored on, rest, recover, reset mentally, and get ready for the next play.
Indeed, it's really nice to see that everybody is getting some water. It's a hot day out today, I gotta say.
I was certainly sweating during the women's session earlier in the day, though that is not an unusual occurrence.
As the Red Wolves get ready for the first conversion kick of the game.
Kick us up and through, right? And after 18 minutes of play, we're left with the score of Arkansas State 7 to Adrian College's 0.
Bulldogs get ready to kick it off. Nice to get them little bounces in before you kick it. It's nice to get that.
You got to see, see how the grass is feeling at any given moment, although the turf does keep things pretty level most of the time.
And they just sent it to the bleachers.
Effective exit, right? That'll keep them out of danger, and we should be coming onto a Bulldogs line out right around the 40-yard line, or what we call the 10-meter line in rugby. Oh, great anticipation by the Arkansas State forwards. Leads to a line-out steal, and again, one of these dangerous broken plays.
But a great job by the
All right.
Bulldogs for recovering.
Freshman center Jaden Ramsey did a good job crossing the field and making that tackle, giving our Bulldog forwards time to reset the line. The Bulldogs doing an awesome job in the ruck, just slowing things down, making it a little messy. Unlucky call. Uh-oh, we might have a man down on the pitch.
Nice to see that everybody's communicating, making sure that everybody is okay.
That was center Petelo Vatuve. Oh, and the kick to touch is not found touch. Now the Adrian College fullback puts it downfield. Let's see how the chase is. Oh, Turf Monster got him. Hard counter ruck by the Bulldogs. Referee judges it to be a legal one, and we've got possession once again. That's freshman prop Jacob Sanders taking a hard charge forward. Referee playing advantage for the Dogs, and it'll be a Bulldog scrum deep in the opposition half. All right, I got to say, our Dogs are barking today.
I believe this will be a scrum. Indeed, no, it's not.
We've got another man down, just getting attended to by the Adrian College athletic training staff. So everyone will form up, have a quick chat in the break they get.
With little over 18 minutes left in the first half. 7-0. Red Wolves in the lead.
Big man's back on his feet, so let's get ready for a scrum. Something to note, the Bulldogs are playing an all-freshman front row. Definitely one of the more technical positions in rugby. And the scrum, you've got about 2,000 pounds of pressure on you. So let's see how they can hold up under that kind of opposition.
Indeed. It is make sure that everybody is locked in, making sure that everyone is ready, making sure that no one is going off sides as well during the scrum.
A-State putting on all kinds of pressure. The Bulldogs are up. We've got a chance on the blind side. Ooh, little hurdle. Oh, that ball was never getting past. And Petelo Vatuve in for the first Adrian College try of the evening.
Let's get a replay on that. Great ruck formation by the Bulldogs. Ends up into a try.
Yep. And Lowe appeared to knock down 3 Red Wolves defenders in the process of scoring that try, something that he's done quite a few times in his playing career.
As the Bulldogs get ready for the conversion kick. It's nice to see both sides making sure that everybody is getting ready, making sure that everyone's getting ready to make the play.
Yep. So, the clock doesn't stop in rugby, so any opportunity you have to come together, have a quick chat, goes a long, long way in preparing for the next phase of the game. Just pushed a hair left. Oh, the conversion appears to have been good.
It will be 7-7.
Yeah, that's what we thought up here. You see the flags waved down or not held up. That means a kick or a conversion has not been successful. So if you want to know if a kick is good or not, just look for the touch flag in the back going straight up.
As the Red Wolves kick it off to the Bulldogs, everybody making sure.
Oh, hard challenge. Off feet is the call. Hair unlucky, but the Bulldogs are backed up another 10 meters into their own half.
With just about 15 minutes left in the first half.
With the success that lineout had earlier on in the game, we should expect another rolling ball to be coming from this lineout.
Indeed, they had great anticipation of the lineout last time. Let's see if they can run it back.
Yep, and again, just another phase of the game, so technical, so difficult to understand for a lot of people, and much more difficult to actually defend, even if you do know what's going on. Right, and the contest comes in. We've got to be watching the sides of this line out. Roll comes.
Another try for the Red Wolves, I believe.
Yep. Hard drive by their forwards. Difficult to get underneath all those bodies. Yep, this is where you see the class of Arkansas State. You know, these phases of the game, the set pieces, the rolling mauls, the scrums. You know, it takes a lot of time, pressure, and a lot of time and practice to get those right.
Right. You got to get that consistency with your teammates, making sure that everybody is comfortable making them play.
Yep. Takes years getting all those small details right. This will be number 10 for the Red Wolves, Warwick Day, trying to tack on another 2 points and extend that lead. Good strike, and it's up and through.
This will be 5-14. Red Wolves in the lead. With a 9-point lead.
Let's see how the Dogs respond to this adversity. They're getting tested in an excellent way, and this will be great preparation for the remainder of the season for the boys.
Bulldogs getting ready to kick it off. Nice to see this interesting formation by the Red Wolves.
Are you talking about the players bound onto each other?
Yes.
So that is, if a kickoff goes short, it looks like they haven't elected to use the lifters, but so had that kick been a bit shorter, the player in the back would have actually lifted the player in front of him in a one-man lineout almost. That'll get you a little bit higher up than the opposition's chasers. But it hasn't gone as planned, and now we have a scrum to the Bulldogs.
Great field advantage for the Bulldogs as the first half is ending. Let's see if they can get that momentum going.
Yep. Games are won and lost in the first 5 and the last 5 minutes of both halves. Keep an eye on the Bulldog midfielders. We may be in for yet another hard charging run. Oh, but no, Junior Silo is going to roll with an 8 pick off the back of the scrum. Red Wolves defense recycles quickly. Oh, and the pressure. Just a little too much, but excellent job by Arkansas State getting out of that scrum and coming off that line, putting the boys under a bit of pressure there.
I believe this will be another scrum.
Scrum time, fun time, as they say. Nothing better than 3 to 4 of those in a row. when your opponents are, 200 to 300-pound men.
Oh yeah, you want your forwards to be strong, really good leg muscles, ready to make a play.
Oh, good pressure by the Wolves. Right, and this is advantage now, penalty advantage to Arkansas State. Dropped pass, could have been dangerous, but it'll come back to a penalty for the Red Wolves for dangerous play in the scrum. Right, you saw that drive that Arkansas State was able to get going. Right, if you don't want to get penalized, can't let that happen. Right, and Day just looks to find touch there, is able to do so. We have a line out coming up just inside the 40-yard line here. Oh, fake little maul, and instead of putting it back, we see the Red Wolves just go forward with it, and now we're looking to stretch it out to the backs. Oh, and they spot a half gap. All right, good covering tackle on the ball, squirts out the side of the ruck. All right, Bulldogs defenders swarming everywhere, making things a bit hard to handle for the Red Wolves. Oh,
But the Red Wolves have good, powerful running.
what a cutout pass we just saw. Must have been at least a 15-meter ball. Hits a man going right through a gap.
Just about 9 minutes left of this first half. It's about 5 to 14 as the Red Wolves are looking to score another try before the end of the half.
Arkansas State setting a furious pace of play right now, trying to crack through this Bulldog defense. Oh, we see a little gap on the weak side.
The Bulldogs are there to they're ready to make a tackle, and that's really nice to see. Everybody's getting low.
Oh, and Day spots a gap near the breakdown. Oh, and a big crunching tackle.
But this will another try for the Red Wolves. I believe this will be 19 to 5.
Indeed it will. Difficult to defend that type of pace out of the breakdowns for that long.
Right, it was a great tackle, but it ended up in a ruck formation, and then the Red Wolves just sneaked right into the try zone.
Yep. Easiest way and fastest way for somebody to score is to just run straight. So if you get that ball off the side of a ruck, defensively, we've got to make sure we're setting that post and pillar each side. Take away that easy option.
Red Wolves getting ready for another conversion kick. Trying to increase that lead just that little bit more.
That's through the post. And so this restart, we'll see the score Arkansas State 21, Adrian College 5.
Or did they miss the kick?
I saw the flag.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Saw the flags go up. So you've got to be listening really carefully for the referee's whistle on those kicks. Just about 6.5 minutes left in the half. How are the Bulldogs going to step up to the challenge Arkansas State's providing today?
Yep, everybody getting low. Nice to see that with the tackles.
All right, if we can apply pressure here, we'll find ourselves in good field position. Excellent. All right. Bit of defense sees the Bulldogs with a scrum almost at the 10-yard line. Right. We can capitalize here. That'll change the momentum of the game and give us the boost we need to come back.
Right, they have the momentum at the beginning. They were close for 7-5, but they just started losing it a little bit. Let's see if they can run it back.
Excellent back and forth battle to start off the game. You know, we saw the field positioning, we saw the kicking, but we're finding Arkansas State has good strength in this set piece. Right, if our lads can hold here, excellent scoring opportunity. Always a bit of fun going on in the scrums, especially in the front row. We call that the dark arts of the scrum because not many people know what's going on in there. Tough to get a good view of what's happening with all those heads and bodies in close proximity. But a referee will come to the other side of the scrum to keep a close eye on things.
Another scrum set up. I believe the Bulldogs will try to recover as they have great advantage, and they do.
Oh, excellent work by Junior Silo. Nice hard 8 pick right there.
But the Red Wolves are denying them.
Oh, looking to come back on the weak side. Petelo Vatuve trying to keep his feet. Oh, penalty advantage to the Bulldogs. What can we make happen here? Oh, just trying to tap it over the top. All right, unable to come away with it, but the referee was playing advantage to the Bulldogs. It appeared to be an offsides call against Arkansas State. All right, what's the decision going to be here by your dogs and mine? All right, and they've elected to go for points again. So we'll see a T coming on. See Bulldogs looking to just close this gap a little bit. Right, excellent defensive pressure right there. Leads to this good opportunity to put a few more points on the board.
Right, making sure that everybody's not offsides. With that great field advantage for the Bulldogs.
Yep, and so the Red Wolves here normally would have to be 10 meters back, but because they're jammed right up against the try line, will just have to keep themselves behind the try line. Big thing in rugby, you're not really allowed to shout at the opposition when kicking. You know, there's not supposed to be, at least, a lot of booing going on from the stands, but especially with this home crowd, it'll be a nice, quiet opportunity for Chino to get this kick through. And he has done so. 3 points to the Bulldogs.
With just a little over 3 minutes left of the first half, they bring it up to 8-21. Let's see if that will bring some momentum to the Bulldogs.
Yep, and we've got, with 3 minutes left in this half, can we capitalize and get another scoring opportunity before heading back to the locker room?
It's been great by Arkansas State. They've been really great at passing, really great at tackling, making sure that they get low, making sure that when they are on offense, making sure that they're pitching, and then they're making sure that their teams are aware of what is going on.
Oh, we should expect an exit kick here. Yep. Good chase by the Red Wolves. But Quinn has found touch, and we're going to go back to the line out for Arkansas State.
As this, I believe, will be a line out. That's some great touch by the Red Wolves.
Scrum half Aiden Ridgway spotted a little gap there. His teammates backed him up excellently. Ooh. Big hit coming in. Referee says play on. Up. But has now stopped the game.
Let's see what the call is.
Right, it looked to be a head-on collision right there between our number 12, Petelo Vatuve, and one of the Red Wolves players.
And we are getting ready to go on break. My name is Braden Packard for your play-by-play. Here with my director is Josiah Durrell for the color commentary. we have Mike Bowen, who is the current coach for the women's rugby, as they have a game tomorrow against Ohio State. Welcome back. We had a short pause there for an injury, but it's nice to see that they got back up, as I believe this will end up being a scrum for both sides.
Yep, looks like we've got a scrum coming up to A-State here, and one of their players is just heading off the field. Right, want to be careful about head-to-head injuries. You know, concussion's such a big issue in physical games, so it's much better to be safe than sorry.
I believe somebody would have subbed in for his place. I believe that is number 23, Madden. It's really important to see that the backs are backed up in unique formations during the scrum, getting ready for the pitch.
Nice little reset. Referee not quite happy with what's going on.
As this will be another scrum formation, as the first half is ending.
Oh, good driving scrum. Excellent.
I believe this will be the end of the first half.
Not quite. So even though the clock goes to 0, play continues. Kind of like soccer, but so now play will continue until there's a knock on, somebody goes into touch, or a point is scored.
Interesting.
Yeah. But Chino elects just to kick the touch and send us into the second half regardless.
My name is Braden Packard. I am your play-by-play commentator, here with Josiah Durrell for our director, our color commentator, Mike Bowen, and for our camera, we have Kenny Shoup. Thank you for joining us for this rugby matchup between the Bulldogs and the Red Wolves.
There are so many firsts, lasts, and in-betweens. We're certainly not the last class to get a smile and a kiss from Bruiser walking across campus. We are never going to be the last class to begin our college careers by serving our local community and pursuing our passions. Above all else, come hell or high water, we will never be the last class to come to Adrian College and find a motivated and supportive community of students, faculty, and staff, and leave with the skills and tools needed to be inspiring industry leaders and professionals with high hopes and dreams for our bright futures ahead. The people and the experiences that we are most grateful for are the ones that will continue us on this upward path for the rest of our lives. In the spirit of gratitude, thank you to my fellow classmates for being a part of this community with me. Whether we spent most of these moments together or barely crossed paths, you contributed your gifts and talents to continue the legacy of this incredible community. Thank you for prioritizing the preservation of the Adrian College experience and for continually seeking to develop the institution's ability to develop both the knowledge in our heads and the care in our hearts.
Thank you to the roommates, friends, teammates, and peers who, although we have only known each other for 4 years, it seems impossible to think about being surrounded by anyone else in the coming weeks. We celebrated each other's accomplishments, became each other's biggest cheerleaders, and never let each other struggle alone. College has been called the most formative years of our lives, but I can say for certain that these last 4 years have included both the most amazing and most difficult moments of my life. One constant, however, is the support of my friends through it all. It is impossible to thank everyone who makes up our AC family. Together, you have each played an integral role in helping us achieve this momentous milestone.
And you be proud to be a graduate of Adrian College. It's a good day to be a Bulldog. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to this matchup between the Adrian Bulldogs and the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Here in the first half, it is 28-8. How do you feel about the first half, Mike?
It's great to be here. Again, appreciate your time for allowing me to, get on the mic with you, Braden. In the first half, we saw really an opening series, back and forth, a lot of kicking, a lot of possession. But over the course of the half, we saw some of the experience of the Arkansas State forwards start to win out in the set pieces. So 2 tries scored off driving mauls, some good work in the breakdowns, right? If the Dogs are going to compete here, they need to be able to hold in the scrum. They need to put a little bit of pressure on Arkansas State at the line out, and they need to continue to get the ball into their hands. Just their nasty, hard runners, right? A lot of loose forwards. A lot of our centers can crack people and hit the gain line. So let's hope to see that.
As this will be the first kick of the second half, as it will lead to great tackling by the Bulldogs as a ruck formation is set up by the Red Wolves. Everybody getting ready to get that pitch as they kick it forwards, but they kick it out of bounds, trying to get the first line out of the second half.
Nice exit there by Arkansas State. Chino played around with it a little bit, almost went for the quick line out, but wisely elected to slow things down and get us in a good position.
That is a great position. Let's see what they do with this opportunity. I believe this will be number 2, Collingworth, ready for the first line out of the second half.
Yep, the man from Auckland, New Zealand.
As another ruck formation is set up by the Bulldogs. Let's see what the call is by the ref.
Oh, they got away with a bit of cheekiness there. coming in from the side and slapping the ball out of the hands is an intentional knock-on penalty. But again, it's hard to be everywhere when it's just one set of eyes on the field.
Right, she's been doing a great job calling every single foul that she's seen, but then there's that rare occasion that it just goes past her.
Oh, big part of the game is learning how to have some fun when the referee's not looking. Yep, New Zealand is very good at that, which is why the All Blacks are one of the best sides in the world. Oh, big drive.
That will be number 10, Murray, with the ball as he pitches it back to number 3, Sanders. As another ruck formation is set up by the Bulldogs, and they kick it.
So the Bulldogs elected to kick to touch, but unfortunately, the ball started out of our own 22 and went directly into touch, which would mean the ball comes all the way back to where it was kicked from. Just another subtlety of the game.
All right, you got to be aware of that touch. It can really mess up how the game can really play out, really mess up the advantage of the field as the Red Wolves get ready to pitch it. Bulldogs recovered, but they decided to kick it back to the Red Wolves.
Oh, deep kick. Great chase.
Phenomenal tackling by the Bulldogs as another ruck formation is set up by the Red Wolves.
That's the energy we need to see. Oh, just a little bit overeager there.
Ooh, great hit by the Bulldogs as another ruck formation is set up.
Oh, and an excellent counter.
Great hits up by both sides. He got some field, but he's tackled. But another ruck formation is set up by the Bulldogs. Collingworth with the ball, but it's tackled, getting ready to pass it, pitch it back.
Oof, ran into a wall right there.
Number 10, Murray, with another great kick, but the Red Wolves will recover.
Could be in a bit of danger here. Space down that far side. Oh.
Great passing by the Red Wolves, as this will be the first try of the second half.
Yep, that's James Beauclerk getting the pass off of number 11, Tashinga Makiwa.
Let's get a replay on that, Coach.
You see the space out in front of their winger, number 11 there. And just some awesome play off each other. You know, a little bit of just, hey, I'm on your right, pop, pop, pop. Makes this game a lot easier when you're running at space instead of at bodies.
As this will be the first conversion kick of the second half. Getting ready for the Red Wolves. Everybody getting hydrated before, though. Everybody getting some communication in, making sure that everybody is ready.
All right, and that conversion is successful.
As this will be 8-28. Red Wolves in the lead. With just a little over 5 minutes played here in the first half. I mean, second half. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see everybody getting stretched out, making sure that everybody's getting ready for this kickoff by the Bulldogs.
Right, we came out with great energy right there. Just the defensive communication and shifting, not quite where it needs to be against a team of Arkansas State's caliber. Right, if we can bring that same energy and that same physicality, we can win possession back where we want it.
This will be number 10 getting ready to kick it off. Making sure that nobody's going offside. "23 pitches it back.
See some space in the backfield. Directly to touch.
Let's see where this ball ends up.
Line out just at midfield. Yeah, you want to avoid playing in your own, 20-yard line, 22-meter line, as we call it in rugby. Any mistake there means you're immediately under threat of getting scored on.
Collingworth ready for the throw-in, for the line out. But it was just blocked by number 7 on Arkansas State. As a ruck formation is set up by the Red Wolves. Another ruck formation set up. Pitch.
Ooh.
Let's see what the call is.
Couple extracurriculars going on, but it's all for the love of the game, and everything's calmed down now.
Oh yeah, you like to see that. Everybody loves the game. Everyone is just so passionate. Everyone is just ready to make a play.
All right, we'll see our referee having a chat with the touch judge to determine exactly who gets this ball.
I believe the Bulldogs will recover.
Yep, the call was knock on, and so we're about to see a Bulldog scrum coming up.
Number 9, Stevens, currently has the ball right now. Let's see if he is doing something with it, and he is, starting off the scrum.
Yep, another Detroit Central Catholic product. Great to see these players, getting an opportunity to play this game at a high level in their home state.
Everybody getting ready for the scrum. Everybody getting locked in. Making sure that your backs are in their correct formations. Making sure that all your forwards are locked in too.
Great view of the scrum here. Little unsteady by your Bulldogs, and we've lost possession. If I was an A-State player, I might have just tapped and went right there. See what they make of it. Can't do it without the ball, though.
Let's see what the result of the play is. As Arkansas elects to kick it, that will be number 10, Day with the kick on Arkansas State.
Got a line out set up in the Bulldog half. Just inside the 30-yard line right now.
Number 2, Ingram, getting ready for the throw-in for the Red Wolves.
Oh, well done. Got to make sure we're being smart with that ball, though.
As another ruck formation is set up by the Bulldogs. Murray has had some great kicks so far in this game, as 30 minutes are left in the second half. It was number 10, Day, with some powerful running, but the Bulldogs stopped it.
Lads, just a little unlucky that our tackler's lost his feet and wasn't able to roll out. Right. Big contact. Great drive by our arriving defenders. But just unlucky in the breakdown right there. Need to work a bit harder getting out of the way after we've made a tackle.
Let's see what kind of touch the Red Wolves get as a result of that kick.
Looks like we're about 10 or 15 yards away from our try zone. It'll be a Red Wolves line out coming up. Keep an eye out for this maul. It's a little far to start it, but they've had great success earlier on in this game.
It'll be another line out throw by Ingram for Arkansas State. As Arkansas State gets in Making position for a maul.
Yes. Well done, and just another bit of subtlety to this game. If you form a maul, but the opposition doesn't engage, oh, it's a penalty.
As it'll result in another kick for Murray. But it was
this
tipped.
kick charged down. Dogs under a bit of pressure here. See these bodies flying around. Just part of the great sport of rugby.
A ruck formation was set up by the Red Wolves. Another one is set up by the Red Wolves, but they are, I believe, offsides.
Referee's going to have a chat now with Bulldog captain Nick Adriana. Right, too many penalties in their own 22. Too many penalties taking away scoring opportunities for the Red Wolves. So our Bulldogs need to be careful that they don't get in trouble with the referee and wind up with a card or two.
This will be number 9, Ridgway with the ball for Arkansas State. Let's see what the decision is by the ref.
Let's get hype for our Bulldogs. Come on now.
And they've elected to go for a scrum. So we've got a big scrum coming up for our Dogs here.
You got to rely on the forwards up front. You got to make sure that everyone is making sure that they're locked in, making sure that everyone is applying that pressure up front, making sure that the ball gets back to the backs.
Yep, and we've got a substitute in for the Bulldogs here. I believe that's number 20, Tagi Fa'avale. Oof. Tagi just slips. Our scrum's going backwards.
As the Red Wolves recover, I believe that'll be Ridgway with the ball. Great tackling by the Bulldogs, but it will result in a scrum. Number 1, Carraher. Some powerful running, but it was stopped by the Bulldogs. Let's see what the result of the play is.
Yep, that's number 13, freshman Jaden Ramsey of Ohio, coming up big with a turnover.
Number 15, Robledo with a nice kick, with some nice touch on that too. Let's see what the line out is.
Excellent field positioning here, right? So just another hard shift by our forward pack. You know, really stopping a lot of the, the hard-charging Arkansas State players and allowing our backs to get to that breakdown and apply pressure.
Collingworth getting ready to throw it in for the line out.
But we got a little captain's chat with the referee. She does not look happy, right? And there has been a bit of sloppy play and a little bit of chippiness going on. So let's make sure the boys keep a cool head. We're still very much in this game and have done an excellent job so far.
Right, sportsmanship is a really important part of this game, making sure that everyone is making sure that they're playing the game right, making sure that they're playing it not dirty but clean. But everyone's been doing a great job with that. It's just been a little chirpy.
All for the love of the game here.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Everyone here is so passionate about this game. It's really nice to see that. Everyone getting ready to make a tackle, getting ready to make a pitch. Everyone looking to make a try, though.
Ooh. Right, we have a dangerous tackle there by number 20. Oh, the referee's called it back.
As a ruck formation is getting set up, but is instantly stopped. That was number 11, Makiwa, on the play. He had some shifty running, but it was stopped by the Bulldogs.
All right, referee not quite happy with where that quick tap occurred. So bringing it back. Look for Arkansas State to go to the line out here.
Some great touch on that kick. Let's see what that line out will be at.
So just about the 35-yard line.
I believe that'll be Ingram getting ready to do the line out for the Red Wolves.
Oh, beautiful line out throw by Arkansas State.
Yep, his road recovers. But that is 9 Ridgeway with it. Great tackle by the Bulldogs, though.
Bundled into touch. Right, it looked like there was a little bit of uncertainty in the Arkansas State back line there, led to some slowed down lines. Still found the gap on the outside, but just enough time for the Bulldog defense to slide across, bring that runner into touch.
Collingworth with another line out. He's had some nice touch with his passes. It's really nice to see that.
You got to make sure we're very aware of where the defensive pod is. Right, it looks like we're playing knock-on advantage to the Bulldogs here.
Silo with the shifty running.
There's Quinn Murray with a excellent clearance kick. Get us out of trouble. Just give us an opportunity to set up the defensive line and get ready to go once again.
This will end up being another line out, but it will be Ingram throwing it in for Arkansas State. Both hookers have had phenomenal touch with these lineouts.
Referee wants a little bit more of a gap in the tunnel there. Always good defensively, close that gap, make it hard for the hooker to put it straight.
Great tackling by the Bulldogs, but a result in another ruck formation for the Red Wolves.
Cutout ball, can't quite get underneath it, however.
As they try to pitch it back to Makiwa, he just couldn't get it cleanly, as I believe that will be out of bounds, resulting in a line out.
Yep, so knock on into touch. Should be our option. Be interested to see what the Bulldogs elect to do with this ball. And it looks like we are going to the line out. It's another opportunity to put a pinpoint throw in.
Collingworth getting ready to throw for the line out. Making sure that everybody's in position. Great touch.
Yeah, good use of, ball movement and faking in the front pod as well. Quite correctly, we've spotted a little bit of a knock-on in that tackle right there. So it'll be a Red Wolf scrum right about the 35-yard line.
Making sure that their backs get in position, getting ready for the pitch backwards. Making sure that this ruck is getting in position, making sure that everybody is on the right side, making sure that nobody's offsides. So we just got about 20 minutes left of the second half. 28-8. Red Wolves in the lead.
Big drive by Arkansas State.
And you did have some nice offloading right there.
Oof.
Let's see what the call on the play is.
Haven't seen a clear signal. I believe she may have called for a high tackle, a little seatbelt tackle there. So as a defender, you need to keep your arm underneath the armpit of the ball carrier. Oof. Deep kick to touch, putting the Red Wolves in another excellent scoring opportunity within the red zone of the Bulldogs.
They've had some phenomenal touch with these kicks. Let's see if Ingram can capitalize with this line out.
Good pressure by the Dogs. Got to make sure we got shoulders on the bodies, though. Interesting. All right. So some smart work at the breakdown by the Bulldogs right there. Means we've stolen possession and cleared our lines. It's going to be an Arkansas State line out just about the 40-yard line.
Ingram gets ready to throw another line out as everybody gets in position for this line out. Everybody's been locked in. Everyone's getting really good at communicating with their teammates.
I will say the work rate of the Adrian defense has been outstanding so far. Making things messy, coming up hard, putting on big hits where needed.
Great tackle by number 23, Themba Mazabuku. As that was some powerful running by Arkansas State.
Oh, that ball's out.
I believe that was number 7, Road.
An into touch. So we just see it again. Arkansas State has made excellent use of dummy runners and dummy pods, moving this ball wide while keeping our defense stuck in. Right. Overall, it's the work rate of our defense is really has saved a lot of tries here.
We are getting ready for a little break.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Yeah.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, just a successful line out by Arkansas State, putting them in a dangerous scoring opportunity. Held up is the call. Held up is the call. So unlike in football, right, if you run the ball into the end zone in football, that's a touchdown. In rugby, it is a literal touchdown, which is needed. So the ball actually has to touch the ground before any sort of try or points are awarded.
Does it matter if your knees hit the ground before the ball does?
So the law is, once your knee is on the ground, you have one movement to make. So if that's reaching out, extending your arms, and touching the ball down, that's legal. But if you do more than one, it is a penalty.
Pitch back to number 7. For Arkansas State.
Yep. Evan Rude has done an excellent job exploiting some gaps in the defense tonight, especially in the second half.
Indeed, I believe this will be a ruck formation set up by the Red Wolves as they pitch it back to, I believe number 8 has it.
Oh. Just high stepping through. Can't quite get the offload away, and he's knocked it on. But it appears the ball first came off of a Bulldog hand.
Number 22, E. Paul, is getting subbed in for the Red Wolves. And also number 17, Sorrentino, is getting subbed in for the Bulldogs.
Yep, just another Detroit Central Catholic product.
It's nice to see that both sides are communicating with each other, making sure that everybody is making sure what they're supposed to be doing. As they get ready for the scrum.
Yep, and that's number 8, Junior Silo, coming off the field. He's put in a hard shift today. He should be proud of himself, keep his head high.
This game is not over. Let's get loud. Come on.
As the ruck formation gets ready.
All right, right, we'll see how these substitutes fare in the scrum here. That's a good drive by Arkansas State.
Pitch back to number 10. But the Bulldogs try to get that little sneaky kick in, but it's instantly blocked. They didn't get much too height out of it.
All right, but our referee is not pleased. It appears to be possibly an offside call. All right, so we'll have a penalty. Look for a quick tap here from these Arkansas State forwards. Excellent line speed on our defense right there.
Number 21 with the pitch back. That was number 3, Sanders, instantly getting tackled.
Oh, looking to stretch the field.
'19 has it. A powerful running by the Arkansas Red Wolves, or Arkansas State Red Wolves. As another ruck formation is set up by the Red Wolves as they attempt for another try. But the Bulldogs are not giving up.
All right, a lot of messy rucks here. We've got to look to get low off the edge.
I believe that'll be number 20, Farmer, with the try.
Yep, if you watch the way this ruck is set up, right, there's a player on the ground, and our Bulldog defense just leaves that little bit of a gap for Arkansas State to squeeze through.
Right, with that ruck formation, he just instantly took it, and he saw his opportunity, and he just right into the try zone.
Yep. Yeah, and I will tell you, nothing a big forward loves to see more than a 2-step gallop to the try zone. Right? He doesn't want to be taking it 50 meters. 5 feet, though, it's going to be tough to stop.
As this will be 33-8, Red Wolves in the lead. As both sides are communicating, making sure that they're hydrated, making sure that everyone is doing the correct jobs, making sure that everyone is locked in, as we just have a little over 11 minutes left of the second half. As the Red Wolves get ready for the conversion kick.
It'll be 35-8, Arkansas State.
As Bulldogs get ready to kick off. That'll be number 10, Murray, getting ready to kick it off for the Bulldogs.
Let's go, Bulldogs.
All right, this restarts in the air. Fielded cleanly by Arkansas State. Great chase down by Vatuve. It should be a Bulldog line out just inside the 40-yard line here.
This will be number 16, Miller, for his first line out of the game.
Under all sorts of pressure there by the Red Wolf line out. Oh, and they've gone quick.
Number 9, Ridgway, recovers, though.
Right.
As he pitches it back.
Red Wolves running at some space. Ooh.
We will take a short break.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Oof. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had just had a short break due to injury, as Arkansas State elects to kick it off. Great touch by Arkansas State. This will end up being great field advantage for the Red Wolves.
Yep. Look for another maul at the line out here. It's going to be very difficult to stop.
Indeed, both sides have had really aggressive mauls. No one is really ever going to give up. Everyone has great core strength, making sure that everyone is staying stable during a maul.
Space here on the outside.
Pitch back to 20.
Oh,
and that'll be Farmer with their try.
Great use of cutout passes right there. Right, we watched this replay. Right, got space on the near side of the field. This ball moves wide, skips the first set of hands, and puts the big man through for, I believe, his second of the day, possibly third. I'm not sure on that.
I believe that will be his second of the game. He's had himself a day. As we just have about 7 minutes left of the second half. 8-40. As the Red Wolves get ready for a conversion kick. This will be number 10, Day, getting ready for the conversion kick for the Red Wolves. As both sides getting ready for, just communicating, making sure that they're ready for the next play, as the conversion kick, I believe, is good. 42-8. Red Wolves in the lead. It's nice to see that Arkansas State is anticipating a short kick, making sure that they're ready for it, making sure that they're getting ready to lift up their team. As this will be number 10, Murray, getting ready for the kick. And did they
nice high restart. Oh, bobbled around and put a foot on it, but Bulldogs come up with it.
That'll be number 15, Robledo, with the ball.
The referees caught a knock on by Arkansas State. We bringing it back for a Bulldog scrum.
Let's see this scrum get initiated. Making sure. Nice to see that they're communicating with their backs, making sure that they're ready. As the Bulldogs get ready to initiate the scrum, that'll be number 9, Stevens, getting ready.
Nice little 8 pick and pass. Oh, there's Junior Silo breaking through the defense yet again.
Junior Silo with some nice, powerful running.
Up offsides call against Arkansas State. Gives your Bulldogs a good scoring opportunity here. Looks like we're going to elect to go to touch, take the line out. We need to execute here.
Let's see if they can take advantage of this great field position. Let's see if they can get a maul going. This is about the position to do it. I'll get a little bit further, but I don't know. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, it would be very interesting to see how our maul attack fares against the Arkansas State maul defense. But we've also got some hard-running players out in the loose right now. Ball goes to the back. Excellent throw. Yep, and we're going to move it wide and let somebody have a crack. I'm not stepping in front of Junior. Ooh. Oh, it was good hands through, nice long pass, but I believe our referee has called it back for a forward pass from Junior Silo.
Let's see what the call is.
Yup.
Yep. Just forward.
Just that half a second too long with ball in hand, and that pass drifts forward just a step.
Great attempt, though, by the Bulldogs. Really, it's just really great to communicate with your teammates to make sure that they're ready for that pitch. Because that pitch is coming fast at you. You don't really have much time to react. You just got to get in and go. As the scrum formation is set up. Arkansas State recovers as they pitch it back. 12 pitches it back to 9.
Space on the outside for the Arkansas State winger.
Right tackling by the Bulldogs, but will result in the ruck formation.
Dragged out of bounds into touch as the ball carrier, however.
With just about 2 minutes left of this second half, it has been a great game. It is 42-8. Great defense by both sides. Great offense by both sides. Really nice to see that everyone is communicating. Really nice to see that everybody is locked in.
All right, the referee not happy with the formation of the line out, so we'll bring it back.
Let's go Bulldogs, let's go. Let's go Bulldogs.
As the line out gets started.
Oh, great back pod throw.
Ooh. Number 13, Ramsey, just couldn't hold on to it.
All right, bit unlucky there for the Red Wolves. A knock-on called against them.
As this will be a scrum formation.
I will say, even though the score has not favored us in this game, the Bulldogs put in a ton of effort, ton of aggression on defense, and have not stepped back their game at all.
Indeed, they've always been
up. Free kick against the Red Wolves. So we've got a short arm penalty there. That one for Arkansas State, engaging in the scrum before the ball is put in.
Just about 25 seconds left of this second half. They go for a sky-high kick. Number 9, Ridgeway tries to hold it in.
Knocked on by Arkansas State there, so we have scrum advantage to your Bulldogs.
Ruck set up by the Bulldogs. Number 23, Themba Mazabuki, tackled on the play. Another ruck set up by the Bulldogs.
Oh, off feet the call against the Red Wolves. Right, and so with time expired on the clock, your Bulldogs are going to get one more opportunity to put a few more points on the board.
Robledo with the kick. Nice touch.
Right, the lineups have been functioning a lot more effectively in this half. Let's see what the Bulldogs can do with it around the 10-yard line.
Let's see what they can do with this field position. It is great to have this field position. Let's see if everyone can get in the right spacing, because everyone on the Arkansas State team right now is spaced out evenly, anticipating everything that might happen. But it's nice to see that the Bulldogs are spread out in such a way.
Advantage called for the Red Wolves here. All right, no advantage game. And that is the end of regulation.
Well, folks, the final score is 42-8. Red Wolves have won this game. My name is Braden Packard. Joined to me today for my director is Josiah Durrell. Alongside me for my color commentator is the women's rugby head coach, Mike Bowen. And on camera, we have Kenny Shoup. Thank you all so much for joining us today. My final thoughts on the game have been that both sides have played well. Both sides have been playing immaculate defense. Everyone was getting low for their tackles, wasn't afraid to get hit, wasn't afraid to make a hit, too. And offense, everyone was locked in with their teammates, making sure that the pitches were just on perfect. Everything was just great on both sides. Great, both teams played really well today.
Yeah, it was definitely a hard-fought game. I think you saw, just again, some of the experience of Arkansas State at the set piece. You know, their scrums, very solid. They were dangerous off the line-out maul and very effective in turning over ball at the line-out. Right. Overall, good effort from Coach Zach Meisel's men. You know, every opportunity they have to play one of these top-tier programs from across the country, they've taken, and it'll just make them better in the long run.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to the Adrian College broadcast channel, please. Just hit the bell notification to be let known of the next, not only rugby game, but all sports here on Adrian College. Thank you all for joining us.